Australia's east coast faces an increased risk of blackouts this summer. The nation's energy market operator has sounded the alarm about delays in renewable projects and coal-fired power becoming more unreliable. The incoming Reserve Bank governor has also warned the premature closure of coal-fired power plants risks another rise in energy prices. Live to Trudy McIntosh now. Trudy, take us through the states that'll be most at risk here.
So, Laura, this is talking about the situation in the East Coast this summer, but it's going to be most pronounced, according to the energy market operator, if you live in Victoria and South Australia. We'll show you the map and it helps explain why this is the case this summer. They look at the planned supply into the system and also what they're expecting in terms of demand. And it says for this summer, it's going to be most acute, the potential of blackouts in Victoria and South Australia. The blackout risk then will shift to New South Wales by 2025, and in a longer term outlook, it's saying that Queensland will get there by 2029. There's a number of factors that have been identified in this new report. It says that it's to do with the fact we're expecting a hot and dry summer. Also, the ageing nature of our coal-fired power stations, they are increasingly more unreliable, and so we will see these unplanned outages. It's also a situation, though, that AEMO says some of the renewables and storage projects that were promised to be here have been delayed, and that is also adding to this situation. What is the government and states going to do about this? Well, we've only seen the blame game so far this morning. The opposition says it's the new Labor government's fault, and Labor says, well, the coalition didn't do enough when they were in power. Have a look.
And this is a direct consequence of the policy suite of the Labor government. This is a radical experiment with Australia's energy system under the Labor government, and it is turning bad.
We've seen energy leave the system and not enough response under the former government to get more energy supply into the system.
Right, yeah.
We're turning that around. It can't be done overnight.
And Trudy, the Energy Minister has confirmed this morning the massive cost blowout with the Snowy 2.0 project.
Laura, this is absolutely stunning. We saw this leak in the media in the last few days, but now confirmation from Energy Minister Chris Bowen, the state of problems facing Snowy 2.0. We'll show you this. This program was announced by former Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull. At the time in 2017, he said it would cost $2 billion to complete. Now, today, they have confirmed the blowout it is estimated at this stage to cost $12 billion. The completion time, it was meant to already be here, 2021. That's now been revised at the earliest to get to full power, December 2028. There's been huge problems in the geology. They've got a boring machine there going through the ground that's been stuck in the soft soil. That is a huge part of why we've seen these big blowouts and time delays. Is this project worth going ahead at any cost? Well, this was Tony Wood, the energy expert from Grattan Institute, and also the former New South Wales Energy Minister, Matt Keane. He's a big fan of this project and he says it should go ahead.
There's a price at which these things just shouldn't go ahead. But of course, this is a very important part of infrastructure, and we've spent I don't know how many billions already. So it's going to be a very tricky decision for that company. And remember, that company is owned by the Commonwealth Government.
That AEMO, the system operator, have said the cheapest way to ensure that we get reliable and affordable electricity is to build new renewables with storage, with firming. That means Snowy 2.0 is a vital piece of that.
Bowen has confirmed this morning that they're changing the way they deal with the Snowy contractors. So if things are delivered on time and on budget, they get a financial benefit from that. It also says if the opposite happens, Laura, that these contractors will suffer financially. I asked the Minister's office, what does that mean? Are we going to cap the cost at $12 billion? They can't say at this stage, Laura, but Chris Bowen up himself just after 11.
OK, looking forward to hearing that. We'll hear from AEMO in about half an hour's time as well. It is stunning that politicians, whether they're opposition or government, can still say the line affordable energy at the moment.